Hey, it's me. I know it's been a minute since since my face has been seen anywhere locally. But God, what do you say when you feel like your life has been changed in a positive way? What do you say when you feel like you've really been transformed? That you've really kind of molted out of your old and into what was always supposed to be. Make sense? So for the past couple of weeks, I have been away from my home, away from my friends and family, out of touch, away from my business, out of touch with everyone pretty much outside of myself. I went on a 10-day Vipassana meditation. I have to remember to keep looking here in the camera, not here in the camera, right? Anyway, I went on a 10-day Vipassana meditation. And thank you, Dr. Don, for not telling me so much about the process. It was helpful to me because of my learning style, which is actually quite experiential, which made this a really perfect type of meditation technique for someone like me. But I went there not fully knowing what to expect. I knew that it would be 10 days long. I knew that I'd be gone for 12 days. I knew that when I got there that I would be meditating pretty much all day. I knew that I would not be speaking. I knew that they would take care of all of, the care and feeding of me for that time. But I did not know that I was going to get out of it. I had hoped, but I didn't know that I was going to get out of this process exactly what I needed, exactly how I needed it, and exactly in the quantities that I needed it in. So I brought back all kinds of stuff. This is some of the course information. This is the name of the technique, the course meditation. Oh gosh, this is a student code of conduct if I'm not mistaken, right? Yep. That's the website. Hopefully it clears up at some point. If not, I'll give it later. I'll put it somewhere. But anyway, brought this back. And I believe I am definitely, my behavior is definitely different. My thought pattern has certainly been altered. I definitely have some new neural pathways. There's some definite learnings that I had been denying myself that have come to the surface, and there are a lot of other things that have come up that I've been able to actually get rid of. I've been home since Sunday. Today is Wednesday. I've been home since Sunday, but I simply didn't have, and I didn't think it was wise to simply jump back into what I had run from in the first place without giving myself an opportunity to kind of digest. And truth be told, I'm making this video today and I'll probably put it up today, but there is a good chance that I probably will not be as engaged, and I will still be taking my time to fully reintegrate into, and it may not be a full reintegration. There are only some parts that I think I will be engaging in once I make my return back to my business, back to my friends, back to my family, just back to what I've been doing. I feel like an improved person. I highly, I can't say it enough, highly recommend that every person do this at least one time. And one of the things I did not know is that the person who popularized this technique in the Western world was kind of a big deal, and I had not ever heard of him. And when you get there, one of the things that he's teaching in his teachings is to give this a fair trial. This is not some religious thing. There is no conversion, no, nothing going on that should scare anybody. And in fact, especially if you are a devout person, especially if you are a person who wants to go deeper in your understanding, deeper in your study, deeper in your praise and worship, deeper in your knowing, to be more secure and stand more firmly in that, then this process can certainly, I would say, I can almost guarantee it, if you give it a fair trial, if you practice the way that you're instructed to practice, if you observe the principles that they're asking you to observe, and they're very simple principles. They're things that you probably are observing anyway, you're just not aware you're observing them. Things like don't lie, don't steal, don't kill, don't engage in any sexual immorality, and don't engage in any intoxicants. That's how I live anyway, and most of the people who I know, that's how you live too. So if you were to give this a fair trial, meaning engage the way that they ask you to engage, give for those 10 days, work only on what you're instructed to work on, I can almost guarantee you, I can't even think of, the only reason I'm not saying it's a 100% guarantee is because clearly I can't guarantee what's in your head and heart, and I can't guarantee that you're going to give your full undivided attention to the process the way that you're asked to do when you're there. No cell phone, no outside communication, no communicating with others, just you just got to be with you while you're there, and you will go deeper. You will have no choice. There's no place except deeper to go. The food was great. I was really surprised at that. I expected that I would be eating vegetarian food, and indeed, I've noticed that for the past couple of months, I've been eating a lot less meat anyway. There have been a lot of things. There have been a lot of things happening in my life that almost feel spontaneous, but clearly somewhere in the recesses of my mind, I made some decisions about lifestyle that I didn't know how I was going to do it. I just knew that I wanted to do it. But we were eating vegetarian meals. They provide simple vegetarian meals, except these didn't seem very simple to me. This food was good. So, and it turns out we just were fortunate because the woman who volunteered to be the kitchen manager during this 10-day trip happens to be a restaurant owner here in Atlanta, and I'm actually going to check her restaurant here out because that food was off the hook. So anyway, the food was really good. I had clean, comfortable quarters. Everything was very simple. The buildings are constructed very simply. It's air conditioned. It's what you're used to at home. It's kind of like a college dorm. It felt kind of dormish to me, and I'm all right with that. And if you went to school, you're probably all right with that too. Be very easy to assimilate. Take your pillows, take the things that you use to keep yourself comfortable. Don't bring big smells like candles and stuff like that. They ask you because you're the person who is in the room next to you, or the person who's in the same room as you may not appreciate that, and y'all can't really talk, so it could make for some tension. So it's easier to just leave all that stuff. Don't bring anything that would intrude on someone else's senses. But do bring your pillows, bring your blankets. You want to bring your own sheet sets, of course, towels. Those things are also provided for you, but if you're like me, I just like to have my own stuff that I'm used to. So I wanted to just come on and say that because I have been so incognito for the last few weeks. The trip, as far as the trip is concerned, the Labor Day trip, that is still on. Anyone who wants to attend, who has not already paid in full, those people can still do so up until July 15th. At that point, I really have to cut it off, and that's it. And I'm offering a deeper discount. I'm only going a little bit above, just to cover my expenses and things like that for the workshop. I am actually cutting the cost for the workshop, so the price for the whole trip is going to decrease by about $400. So you need to be, if you're going to go on the trip, you need to be paid in full by July 15th. You need to go ahead and get that $300 deposit in, $150 deposit in as quickly as possible to lock your spot. And yeah, since this process, I feel like I can really simplify some of the things that I plan to bring to you. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's the reason why I can actually drop the price by about $400 per ticket per person for the trip. So that's still on if you're going to come to that. I am deciding, of course, the radio show is a no-brainer. That's always going to be going on. Do tune in. I am going to talk a lot more in detail on the show this week about my experience, about the Vipassana experience. If you have a chance, make time first to listen to the show Thursdays at 6 p.m. but also make time to watch a documentary. It's only about an hour long. It's called The Dharma Brothers. Watch that documentary on YouTube. This technique, this process that I just learned for meditation, and I'm actually fairly new to meditating in general, but this process has made all the difference. But anyway, make the time to watch that documentary. And when you watch it, leave a comment here. If you already know about it, leave a comment here. This is a discussion that needs to be had. This is one of those things that just makes sense. It's like, how come we ain't been doing this? Trust me when I tell you. There is another one that I believe preceded that one called Doing Vipassana, that's set in India. Everyone speaks English, but make the time to watch the Dharma Brothers. DHAMMA, the Dharma Brothers. Make time to watch that YouTube. The whole documentary is on YouTube and it's free. Make time to watch that. Make time. I'm so serious. You will not regret doing this. Make the time. Look into a place in your life over the next 10 to 12 months to find 10 days that you can take care of you and do this. Just you. Not your kids, not your spouse, not your parents, not your siblings, not even your business. If your business cannot survive for 10 days without you, you probably need a job. I'm just saying. Make time. Do this. Pay your bills. Take 10 days and go do this, and you will see it. You'll see. I'm so fortunate to be married to the person that I'm married to. I'm so grateful to be married to the person that I'm married to, because he does not try to stand in my way when I'm working to improve myself. In fact, he encourages it. I'd love it if he did it with me, but we'll see. But I'm really fortunate. Thank you, Jason, for being such a great supporter, great partner in life, in business, in marriage, in relations with us. Just thank you for being such a great person. So anyway, before I got off onto that tangent, I was letting you know what else is coming up. So of course the show goes on every Thursday at 6 p.m. Then of course there are the credit shows that continue to go on. The second Sunday in Daytona on what is our station? Joy Gospel Radio. Sorry, I had to read it. That's on Joy Gospel Radio. And of course the fourth Sunday of the month, the Credit Reality Show in Atlanta at 9:30 a.m. That's on a Sunday, the fourth Sunday at 9:30 a.m. The second Sunday is at 6 p.m. So make sure you're still tuning in. My business partner Regina Littles and I have had some really exciting conversations. She's probably, I think I may have spoken to about 3 people since I've been back, aside from my husband and immediate family, and not even all my immediate family, but She and I had a really exciting conversation a couple of days ago, so we've got some great things coming up for you. I just wanted to come on and share this. I'm blown away. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to do this. So, good to see you guys. What else? I know I'm missing something. I should have written this stuff down, but if I don't, it's okay. I can always come back and make another video. Yeah. So, thank you all for hanging in there with me. I have missed you on some levels, on a lot of levels. I missed you all. And I am really looking forward to sharing more with you all about my experience. And yeah, looking forward to that. Love you guys. Metta.